Welcome everyone who's joining us right now for a quick game between Team XGO and Blackwater, and an AWL game. Just a quick one before we get on later today with the PWL. Just figured we had the time for it, and why not? The map pool being for this game: Kings Row, Lijiang Tower, and Ilios as we get into this first game.
Now entering Kings Row.
Going into this Team XGO being almost have been on a bad streak as they've been currently losing the past few games. However, going up against Blackwater, a team that's been out of the action for quite a bit now, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with this Blackwater actually being the first team to play a game in this season of AWL. And as we get into this, you're watching these two teams, XGO running that dive, and a lot of teams now recently been running that mix, have been running Winston and Ryan in the same comp, and a lot of teams have been getting mixed results from it. It's going to be very interesting as Blackwater seems to be running the same thing as they defend Kings Row first. Now, but going into this, very spread out too on this defense. Gonna be very interesting to see how they hold this.
3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
And here we go as we get in, and we're gonna have to call a pause as everyone from the side of XGO leaves.
Hey, can you invite us back?
Yeah, what happened?
Stradigan's monitor isn't working.
You could have just called for a pause in the Discord.
I did, if you checked your Discord.
I'm sorry, I am streaming, but sure. Are you guys ready though? Is Stradigan good?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
probably.
I don't know. He's entirely gone.
Alright, well, I invited you. Have you gotten the invite?
Yeah.
Alright. Sorry about that. Very weird thing what happened. But now, team of XGO just getting back into this. Obviously now waiting for their final two players to come in. Alright, and as a team XGO is back into this, we're gonna start right away.
Winston reporting.
very unfortunate what happens. Obviously now this is going to just give the side of Blackwater a little bit of free time as they're going to get into this. And now dive coming out of the side from Team XGO, Budget Rogue. I would call this team, obviously that's actually the actual name of another team, but here we go, Stradigan diving in immediately, and the damage follows through as Genji dives in, but no support as he gets picked off. However, Tracer in the backline just going in, Dimmy trying to pull it back, but it's going to be forced to heal as everyone for the side of Blackwater is falling. Genji bringing a few kills, the Mercy getting low, and they're going to get picked off by the Winston, who's got 2 kills so far. Both supports now down for the side of Blackwater. They're taking the... However, this Hog has not been killed yet. This Hog finally goes down. Now they have to kill the Winston, and they're finally going to take this point. Chow coming back on the Ryan, but sadly not going to be enough as he's forced to go down. And he's actually going to get picked off, and they're Ryan now separating them. They're going to take the street phase a little bit. They're going to get more distance on the street phase than should have been allowed.
Maintaining connection.
And as we get in, and as they start free phase, a nice pick onto the Genji as they push into this. So now switching on to Winston. Primal Rage is going to be popped off immediately, and nothing really happening with Primal Rage. Does actually push Stradigan into a position where he may have not would have liked to be, but now all the picks, however, going for the side of XGO as they have 3 unanswered kill into this fight, 4 now, and Dimmy, however, getting that kill onto the Hog, onto the Genji, and the Hog himself going down shortly right after. And this dive comp coming out from XGO has been pretty well coordinated and has been doing magnificent work as Skillstreak gets a nice pick going into this. But as they come into the street phase, Farah going to be the one to have to contest this point. A good pick, Nano Farah coming out, but immediately getting picked off kind of by himself. Bullhog coming in, trying to push people off, but however, going to get deflected by the Genji. And this dive coming in, Silver Streak getting 2 picks as they push into the 3rd and final point with 5 minutes remaining. This is an amazing time to work with for this final point. Blackwater is going to have to somehow kill this out, and I'm questioning if they can or not. And a lot of switches happening from Blackwater right now. Unsure exactly what's going to happen with them. As XGO taking a little bit of damage, but going to get out and going to get immediately healed up by Neon on the Mercy. Picks all coming in for the side of XGO as it's nothing but red in the kill feed. A res coming out, going to restart the fight. However, Vodka drops the beat to keep everyone healthy, and again, nothing but red in the kill feed as 2 more kills, 3 more kills now go for the side of XGO as this is completely one-sided. And the pulse bomb taking care of the Hog immediately. Winston, last one on point by himself, is going to be taken out. And now the stagger comes back in as the side of Blackwater being forced to come out. Dragonblade coming out and is not going to get anyone. However, though it doesn't matter as Silver Streak with another double kill with his ult. Silver Streak good killing anyone he wants with this ult as nobody can shoot him out of the sky. Winston now going down too as this is just a slaughter, one-sided slaughter as they're just trickling in and the XGO is taking advantage of this. They're trying to come back in, but with the stagger, they're just focusing targets and getting picked up. Finally, a pick goes for the side of Blackwater, but that's their only kill as it doesn't even matter. Dimmy pulling another kill, but it doesn't even matter. Neon has been holding on to res this entire game, finally gets a chance to use it as they're going to finish this with 3 minutes remaining.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
But as this as now defense coming out for the side of XGO, obviously Blackwater playing on very high ping, so obviously a lot of connection issues gonna be coming for them into this. Oh shoot, logging out, you're here. What up, man? But yeah, obviously, again, their new team, obviously playing on that huge ping disability, I would say. But however, though, they have a chance to redeem them, as Overwatch is a game known to favor the shooters. So should they be super aggressive, it will not matter. And as we get into this dive comp now coming out of the side of Blackwater, they're gonna try to replicate what XGO was able to do. And Pharmacy coming out. Pharmacy obviously being meta right now on console, gonna be extremely strong. Orbit gonna be forced to deal with that as he gets an immediate kill onto Demi. Sphinx also going down. 2 picks right now for the side of XGO. 3 picks now as they're going to hold on to this. I'm going to force Blackwater to back up and regroup. But doesn't matter as the Genji still pushes in. However, Dan going to be immediately shut down. And now, now learning what they're running with the Hanzo. They're going to be running the Hog, which is a pretty good call, seeing how much Hog can take and how much he can make you pay should you be a character like Hanzo where you're forced to stand still a bit. And Blue, yeah, on this Hanzo did amazing last night for the side of Space Station TV as he played in the game. Hog trying to come around, but Orbit immediately spotting him. However, Chow getting a pick on the silver, which is exactly what they need as both tanks down. However, 2 picks immediately going for the side of XGO. Brez is coming out from both sides, going to reset the fight. However, Orbit going to pop Tactical Visor as he's going to continue pushing. Sphinx getting a kill onto Stradigan. So next time they come back into this, should they regroup and push him quick, they are the Rhine down. And the only ult being up for XGO is Stradigan's ult, and he is back in time. Blackwater was not able to take advantage of the man advantage that they had. And as they try to come around for this next attack, it's gonna be interesting to see how they do this. Demi dropping to the back line, trying to go for those supports in there, but sadly not able as everyone is grouped up. Hog now gonna try to do the same. Obviously, Hog a little bit of a stronger character. Gonna be very interesting. The Earth Shatter coming down from both sides, however, Blackwater not getting anything while XGO getting everything their way. Rez coming out for the side of Blackwater. They're going to do the Graviton coming out, but there's no follow through as they barely get killed as the Dragon Strike coming extremely late. Rez coming out of Neon, which is going to help XGO restart the fight, but doesn't matter as Dan gets 2 picks. Sphinx getting a 3rd onto the Mercy, and they should now be able to take this point with the huge man advantage that they do have in this fight. However, a hook coming on to Orbit, not enough as they don't finish him off. Tactical Visor coming out of Orbit, but they're just staggering back in. However, Chow not shielding his soldier as he gets picked off in the Tactical Visor. And now the both teams just staggering in, nobody getting a foot advantage. However, though, it looks like kills are going for the side of XGO as the follow through isn't there for Blackwater. Whole Hog coming in from behind. I think immediately going for it. However, again, this is something I've noticed with this team. There's no follow through. No matter who does how much work, there's nobody to follow through with it. And now we're into the final fight as we're into overtime, and Jimmy going to the back line, and because of how much pressure is on the front line, they can't do anything about it. Zarya getting extremely low, and tactical vibes are gonna get popped up. This might be the deciding goal as 2 kills immediately, 3 kills. Sphinx getting the 4. They're gonna take the rest coming out and is gonna restart this fight. However, Beat getting dropped immediately, and they're gonna hop off the point, and because of that, they will lose this first map.
Finals. 0-3.
Justice reigns from above.
Silver Streak just going absolutely off for his team.
Epic.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Now map pool being either Lijiang Tower or Ilios as we get into this next map. And while King's Row being an objective based map, I would say a little bit more. Obviously I feel going into this next game, gonna be a huge factor into this. Oh, Radigan disconnecting as they're going to get him back into this. And as we wait for Stradigan to get back into this and to load up the map choice for the side of Blackwater, as they've decided to go with Lijiang Tower. Now as we just wait for Stradigan to get back in here so we can start up with the final, well, the second map. A very short first game, but like I was saying, King's Row being a little bit more of a team-based map is going to be very interesting on seeing how they play on Lijiang Tower, where I would say it's a little bit more based on how well you can fight in a dogfight. How well your team is. So over here, ping not being that much of an issue, I would say, as long as Blackwater stays as the aggressors in the fight. And as we get into the first point being night market over here, dive coming out of the side of XGO. Obviously not exactly what they're running, but the Winston most likely staying there. Silver most likely going back onto the Pharaoh. and a bit of a counter dive, I would say, coming out from the side of Blackwater. So who knows? Maybe they took inspiration from the last game and have decided that this might be the best thing to go.
Enemy contact.
And as it starts out, and a pick's going for the side of Blackwater. They're the first one to get picked. Both players shooting each other out of the sky. All the fights may be on the point right now as Blackwater is a man down. But however, Chow immediately tying up. But however, the Tracer for the side of the XGO, Ask Orbit, an amazing Tracer, getting a 4-man that fight. Going absolutely insane as he gets his team the first point.
How embarrassing.
Now they're gonna run the hit scan. Makrita help the fight the Pharah in the sky as they try to battle for ground supremacy. Now ground air supremacy. But as we get into this, the side of Blackwater very spread out, unsure on how to push this fight by the looks of it. But they are going to start this fight, however. Pharah in the backline all by herself without the pharmacy. It might pay off, it hurts them here as Blackwater just getting picks after picks. One kill going for the side of Blackwater, but that's gonna look like it's gonna be it. Everyone else is dead for them. Orbit going off, getting a 3-man that fight.
Now that's teamwork.
A huge ult advantage, however, for the side of Blackwater is they're about to have all 6 ults up. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what they do with this. And as we get into this, a pick from the side of the XGO as this is gonna help them keep the point. Dragonblade coming out, however, Sphinx immediately shutting it down. Can't get that final shot onto the Genji, who's super low. As every ult, Blackwater is forced to now drop because it's a do or die for them right now. However, it doesn't look like any of that matters as picks are still going for the side of XGO as they have 4 unanswered kills, 5 as they're gonna take this point.
Best round 1.
And a very dominating first point offense and taking the point and defense and holding it.
Time to accelerate.
Ready for combat operations. Time.
Now double hit scan coming out of the side of Blackwater as they even run a Diva now, dropping the Pharah. Going into it, it's going to be very interesting to see how they react to this as they are now running the Reaper. Obviously Diva a bit almost indirectly puts pressure on the Reaper, so that might help him out. As Sphinx gets a nice first headshot onto Silver, which is going to help him out. Dimmy gets Orbit and everything right now going for the side of Blackwater, and this might be the first time them taking the point as they have 2 unanswered kills to help him out. 3 unanswered kill, and now Mercy's going to back off along with Soldier as they take this point for the first time in the map. Tracer coming in staggering out, but is gonna pay with her life if she can't get out. Gonna stagger them out as XGO gonna get some percentage on this. However, the McCree getting picked off by the Lucio all the way from their spawn. Snor's gonna be forced to pop the res super early just so they can have an advantage, so they don't lose that advantage in this fight. And it pays off as Diddy gets an immediate pick onto the Winston, which is gonna help him hold this. However, though, 2-3 picks is coming in for the side of XGO. However, Rez coming to reset this for them as the fight is now in XGO's favor. However, that bomb getting D.Va, this might be what they need to come back. D.Va gonna come in and gonna stagger it out on the point, but however, nobody from the team there, and now it's 50, there's 43% to 0. A huge ult advantage for XGO as Blackwater pumped everything into that and didn't get anything out of it. Tactical Visor is going to be up for them, but however, every other ult except the res is up for XGO, and this is going to be a very tough point to push into. Chow getting pressure and going to be forced to give up high ground. As the Orbit gets the kill onto Mercy, that's huge. As he gets to keep the Dragon Blade coming out, and Blue getting 2 picks immediately, gonna go for a third. Gets the kill onto the baby D.Va as all the kills right now, 5 unanswered kills coming from the side of Blackwater. And coming into this now, a lot of pressure being thrown onto XGO as they take advantage into this fight. And they still have 3 ults up, amazing ult advantage for the side of XGO. Blackwater starting this fight out with a pick though. This might be what they need as it is now 70% to 40. However, Blue immediately answering back, getting a kill onto Chow, their soldier. And kills going all in the favor of XGO as they get another unanswered kill and another onto the Mercy, being right now 90% to 40. This is gonna be final fight if Blackwater can even get back into the point. Chow now going on to the Winston, but this might not be enough as it's a little bit too late.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
But as you get into this, Rez coming out, gonna reset XGO as they're gonna hold this, and as they killed the Mercy, no Rez whatsoever gonna be able to reset the fight, and they're gonna take the second point from 43 to 0 all the way to 100 to 43. And now we're going on to Garden. Garden being definitely Farah's strongest map in the 3 maps that are Lijiang Tower. And it's gonna be very interesting to see what the side of Blackwater does to counter this, as they're gonna be put in under a lot of pressure. And as we get into this, seeing this first, fight start out, as Orbit immediately going for the backline, but however Dan immediately getting him, Silver immediately getting an answer, big hook onto the Winston, but however the follow through wasn't there as the Winston will escape with his life. And now this is where the fight onto the point starts, as 2 huge picks coming out from Dan, getting the main tank and going to be getting the Genji. However, Orbit getting the better of Dan in this fight, as they are trying to take this point. The Pharah going down to the Winston, and as they're going to take this first point again. Hopefully he can keep it as long as they can kill Orbit, which they finally do, and going to help them secure the point. res already being up for the side of Blackwater, Snorkel just healing everybody up as quick as they take damage. And a good hook coming in from Demi. Demi's been recently started playing very on point. Has been getting a lot of these hooks on point, and he's been winning his teams these fights before they even start with these huge picks. However, though, Silver getting a 3-man gonna finally go down as Sphinx is able to take out the pharmacy. He's gonna get the Tracer as well. However, he's gonna finally go down. There's only so much one man can do, and Chow gonna back away with half of his life intact. However, they're gonna immediately go into this. They got picks coming into this fight, and they know that, and they want to take advantage of it. However, Stradigan immediately taking out Chow as they drop the beat. Mercy gonna rest to save her own life, and Beat's gonna get dropped. However, it might not matter as XGO popping Dragon Blade. However, Dragon Blade not getting anything. Sphinx is now gonna get the clear to go ahead and use Tactical Visor. He gets a 3-man so far, and they're gonna take back this point to 45% to 36.
Bad guys, heads up. Pardon me.
However, XGO still has that pulse bomb up while Blackwater only has the high noon on. Obviously, high noon not the most impactful, used more for zoning these days than anything else. Pulse bomb could be coming out, but a bit premature as he gets absolutely no one. Stradigan getting extremely low, and is gonna help him out as Chow gets a second kill. Rez is gonna be forced to come out, and Dan's gonna go for the high noon, but nobody in a position where he can kill them as he's gonna have to stop it right there. However, 2 picks going for them as Silver does get a kill on the Dan and kills himself, but Blackwater might hold on to this or at least stagger it out to 99%. Only the support's alive right now for the side of Blackwater as XGO finally gets reinforcements going into this. Tactical Visor getting dropped again, but it doesn't matter as it looked like it's already over. However, Stradigan on that Primal Raid getting that nice max around and might be able to hold this as Orbit getting a huge 2-man pulse bomb. And it looks like they are going to finally take this from a fight that I felt like Blackwater should have definitely won. But 99 to 43. One fight and Blackwater can take this. All they need to do now is just build up ults and they can definitely win this. However, the ult advantage right now definitely in the side of XGO as they have a huge 3 ults ready. Ooh, the Reaper nearly getting booped off. Blue's gonna barely escape with his life and is gonna get picked off for some mishaps. Some shenanigans that he was trying to do. A huge hook coming in from the Hawk, gonna immediately D-max the Diva. 2 picks net right now. Orbit trying to reply with some kills of his own, but I don't think it's gonna be enough as there's still people down in this fight. Orbit gonna be getting low, gonna be forced to recall right now. And Reaper is finally back. Reaper's gonna death boss him off the point. I am completely confused about that, but all the kills right now going for the side of Blackwater as they're gonna take this and keep it. And as overtime ticks into this, Tactical Visor getting popped from Sphinx, and they're gonna take this point and take this first round, take the first round of the map. However, though, they're just staggering back in. I'm not sure if it's a smart idea as we were just wasting time. And finally, Sphinx taking a point for the first time in this series. obviously, right now, for anybody who is watching and who is unaware, Blackwater is currently down 1-0 in the series against Team XGO. Blackwater being the team in red and XGO being the team in blue. So should Blackwater lose any rounds from now, this will be game and they will lose the series. And as they get into this, XGO running that triple tank, obviously we see a lot of teams now running the dive, but however it's nice to see some of the old comps back. And it's going to be interesting to see how it works against Blackwater, who's running the double hit scan. Chow getting extremely low, but it's going to barely escape with some really good bubble timing. Orbit getting the kill onto Dan, but however immediately blinks off the map. Blue, however, getting the better of Dimmy, both Roadhogs duking it out. And Blue now going absolutely huge as he gets another pick and now goes for the Mercy in the backline as nobody's going to be able to contest him on this. However, does find a kill onto Lucio as Stradigan does finish off the Mercy instead. And all the kills right now going in for the side of XGO. And they're going to take this point and enough playing games of their own.
My ultimate is charging.
However, the immediate response coming out of Blackwater, they're going to immediately run the Reaper, Farah, and McCree. Three very high damage potential characters towards tanks. And it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with this. And as this fight starts out, Chow immediately trying to go for the Lucio, but however isn't able to find him. He's gonna have to actually go after Orbit. However, a huge shatter coming out from Stradigan, which is gonna help him hold this point and take this fight, as it's now 40% to 0. However, ult advantage for the side of Blackwater as they are going into this next fight. Actually, never mind, as they made a few switches, and now ult advantage being completely in the side of XGO. Graviton coming out, but and the fall through is there as Orbit gets a huge 2-man. However, the Mercy not getting caught in it. She's gonna have to res everyone and get everyone back in this fight. Be getting dropped by Vodka in defense to make sure everyone on the team stays healthy. And Elmo being forced to do the same, but however nothing gets done from his team as they lose first pick this fight. High Noon coming out, getting immediately onto Neon as the Mercy's down. This is exactly what you want going into this fight. And Cohawk coming up, but only gets one person as finally Blackwater looks like they're about to win this, but they only need to kill the Tracer and the Lucio. And that might not be enough as reinforcements are now back from XGO. Dragon Strike coming out, gonna help him try to take this point. But however, doesn't get anyone as everyone knew where it was coming from. Hog getting earth shattered. And Rez coming out from both sides, gonna try to reset this fight. However, it might be a little bit too late as kills all going for the side of XGO as they have 2 unanswered kills going into this final fight. 3 as Silver gets a 3rd kill. Chow, Lucy, Elmo trying to bring it back. However, Stradigan getting another pick. Only the supports are up for the side of XGO as they're both gonna, not XGO, as Blackwater, as they're both gonna go down. And XGO winning a very one-sided series.
Got you in my sights.
Epic.
Excellent.
A very quick series, a very one-sided series I would have to say, but still a very good game. to both teams for playing. Obviously, Blackwater being out of the scene and XGO being active as they finally break the curse and finally get their first win in a while. Thank you for everyone who did join us for this quick game. Hopefully you join us at 7 o'clock today for our Premier World League. Thank you, and goodbye for now.